Hey y'all. So I'd been telling you guys that I was going to do some more refined scripted content. So this is going to be one of those first videos. So I'll have to have my glasses on just a little bit, and I will be taking them off periodically just so I can see my notes and make sure that I'm staying on point. Today's video is about wand making, my process. Okay. So when I am looking to make a wand, I focus on the stick or the wood itself. I make homemade wooden wands, okay? This is a particular cedar branch. I'm not sure if this is going to end up being the particular wand that I'm seeking to make, but the person whose yard in which this tree fell has gifted my husband and I the entire tree, so we can make things and we will potentially make money. So I'm going to make them a wand as a gift in return. They requested my particular skill set, so I'm honored. And again, like I said, I'm not sure that this is going to be the branch that it's going to be made out of. This was kind of long and it's a little bit bulky, and I feel that she needs a more dainty wand. She's a dainty person. So we're going to see today. We've got to go down in the backyard and look. I'm off today, so I get to be creative today, which just gets my bubbles flowing. So I'm excited. But anyway, so this is the second wand in the Elemental series that I had started a while back. This is going to be fire. Look at her colors. I'm excited about that. She will get a few more coats on these colors. I use watercolors as stain. It is not a conventional stain per se, but watercolors are made out of pigments that do very well as a staining medium. So I am using watercolors to stain her. She will be stained looking like a fire. I'm also going to add some gold accents where Air has some silver. She will have some gold accents, and she will be signed, as well. Now, Air is finished. She is up on my coffee shop, but Fire is not. When I go to make a wand, I look first at what kind of wood is in this project. Is it oak, cherry, maple, whatever medium I happen to be working with as far as the type of wood. One of my favorites is the oak. Another turned out to be persimmon. Persimmon is a beautiful yellow tinted wood, and I made a wand a while back. Its name was Salil, which means sunward or of the sun. So, it was beautiful. The wood turned out just absolutely majestic with the finish on it. I personally believe that wands are essential if you are a practitioner. Whether or not you use one on a regular basis will depend heavily on the type of practice you have. But for those of you that might be new to witchcraft, wands are they're a tool of visualization, okay? You're not going to shoot lightning out of the end of your wand like Harry Potter, okay? Why do witches use wands? Again, very much so just a visual representation. It helps you to focus your energy where you want it to go. When you're actually touching the elements in the spell work with it, it's like you're bestowing your intention upon those elements in your spell work when you use your wand to point. When you use your wand to do motions, like like for me, for instance, I'm an air sign, and I use air in my workings a lot. I bring in the 4 directional winds, from the 4 cardinal directions. I also use winds out of the other directions as well, the minor directions, because, each wind has its own personality and its own energy. So I use all the winds from all of the directions, but a lot of times I use the cardinal directions. I use wind patterns. If there's a storm blowing in outside, I will channel that storm energy. If I am needing power, okay, in a baneful sense, if I'm using storm energy, well, storms are destructive. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But with my wand, now, this is not mine. Again, this is a project. But with my wand, I can imagine bringing in that energy with this wand, using this wand to direct that energy into me. When I'm ready to disperse that energy and send it out into the universe, and I want to send it in a particular direction, I will point my wand in that direction. Now, that's just one of the many uses that you can, that's good. That is one of the many things that wands are good for. Focusing your intent. And like I said, visualization. It helps with the visualization to have a physical representative. It's like an athame, your bone set, your tarot deck, your pendulum board, your pendulum, whatever you use in your practice that needs an actual physical tool, your chalice, your offering bowl, your, whatever else. There's so many physical items that you can use in your practice that will help you with visualization, and wands are just one of many. So I also have another wand, and I may show this again in another video, but if you'll look back on some of my content, I have a wand that I found in nature. I didn't bring it in here with me this morning to make this video, but that's okay. But you can find sticks in nature that are naturally have wand energy. There's one that I have that I found in nature, and I have no idea what kind of wood it is actually made out of, but I love it. It has because I found it in a wooded area near a body of water, there's lots of water energy, there's lots of just earth energy, water energy, this energy from nature in general, plant energy. So when you are making a wand, it's good to sit with that piece of wood and consider if wooden wands are what you're making. Other types of wands, I'm not sure because I've never made any other type. So everything that you hear today on this video will be in reference to wands made of wood. You sit, with that piece, and you think about where you found it, how you acquired it, what type of wood it is, and what wood has different elemental correspondences, in case you didn't know that. Some wood is it has more fire energy than other wood. Just, along those lines. Just look those trees up, and types of bushes, whatever you got the wand off of, and it will tell you what its elemental correspondence is. Also, you should consider the day of the year that I found it on. So what day is this in the year? What zodiac sign is it associated with? Where is it within that zodiac sign? Is it in the beginning of that zodiac sign? Is it in the middle of that zodiac sign? Just, there's so many things that you can consider when it comes to making a wand. Or if you decide that you want to hire someone like myself to custom make you a wand, there's so many things that you could tell them that you would like for this wand to be to have incorporated in it. And if they are a good wand maker, they consider those things heavily anyway without you suggesting it or asking for it. But yeah, if you were to desire a custom piece from me, if you told me, hey, I found this piece of wood in the forest near my home, it was in a, near a little cave door. It was beside a big oak tree. It had moss growing on it, or has moss growing on it. Any of those things that you wanted to share with me would help me to imbue that particular piece with the correct energy for you. Another thing to consider is this. Do you want it to have polyurethane finish to protect it? Do you want it to just be natural? Am I going to just sand off these layers of the outer bark and rub it down with some mineral oil? A lot of those things will definitely affect how you practice with your wand, and it will affect how I make it. Whatever your request is what you will receive. But yeah, I love to make wands. They're probably my favorite witchcraft tool to make. Simply because they're so versatile, and it is very easy to actually make a wand. I could take a stick half the size and have a nice little 6-7 inch wand. The wands I make, though, are considerably longer. Okay. Sometimes they are thicker. They are good quality, lifetime lasting pieces is what you're going to get from me. I have several pieces of persimmon left. In fact, this is a piece of persimmon. This is what fire is coming from. For those of you who don't know, a couple of trees came down in our yard a couple of years ago with tornadoes. So every wand that is being made from those trees has great and powerful wind energy already incorporated in it. And it's not to say that air would be the only element available in those wands. That's not what I mean to say. When I think of a storm, even a tornado, as deadly as they are, I do not mean any disrespect, because tornadoes are scary. They are life-threatening. So I do get that. However, that is still a lot of power. So if you take a tree that had that energy that took it down, these wands that I've made with these trees have the potential to be very powerful in your hands. Meaning, whatever gifts, whatever your particular witchcraft draws its energy from the most could be your greatest power. And that wand, being that it has that tornadic energy in it, could literally cause you to be a powerhouse using this wand in conjunction with your own energy and own magical abilities. So that's Granny geeking out over wands. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope to make more videos about making wands. I hope to make some shorts and stuff so you guys can see some of the process, just me tinkering with paints and doing the artwork on these. If you'd like a custom wand, hit me up. I've got plenty of wood to make them. I've got plenty of wood to select from. There's persimmon, there's willow oak. We have persimmon, willow oak, pin oak, now cedar. So yeah, just let me know. But that's my video on wand making today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay witchy, bitches.